Hello, welcome back to Miss Ho Mathematics lesson. Today, I'm going to talk about Consumer Mathematics Insurance Part 3. So in today's lesson, we are going to look at how to calculate a premium for life insurance and how to calculate a premium for motor insurance. So in this part, we are going to learn how to calculate a premium for life insurance. So as you can see, this is the formula. How to calculate a premium for life insurance. I'm going to show you an example. The annual premium rate scheduled per 1,000 ringgit Malaysia face value of a yearly renewable term insurance offered by Syarikat Insurance XYZ is as follows. So in this table, the premium rate is different based on the age, genders, and also the condition where you are a smoker or non-smoker. The first question, based on the table, calculate the annual premium for each of the following situations. Mr. Guans wants to buy an insurance worth 100,000 ringgit, Malaysia, and he is 39 years old, healthy and a non-smoker. So these are some important information. So now we need to refer back to the table to find how much he needs to pay, the premium rates that he needs to pay. So 39 years old, male, non-smoker. So this is the rate that he needs to pay. The solution. From the table, the premium rate is 2 ringgit 49 cent. And then Mr. Guan's annual premium. So to calculate the annual premium, this 100,000 is actually the total insurance policy that he wants to buy. So this is the face value of the policy. And then the 1,000 is actually referred to the premium rate schedule per every 1,000. So in this case, the premium rate per 1,000 that Mr. Guan need to pay is 2 ringgit 49 cent. That's the reason why I choose 2 ringgit 49 cent here, multiply with 2 ringgit 49 cent. And at the end, this will be the total amount of money that Mr. Guan need to pay to insurance company every year. So this is what we call annual premium. Now, let's look at situation 2. Madam Shapova is 36 years old, healthy and a non-smoker. She wants to buy insurance policy worth 250,000 and wants to add on a critical illness policy. Syarikat Insurance XYZ offer a critical illness policy with a coverage of 30% of basic face value and the premium rate is 1 ringgit 77 cent per every 1,000 ringgit Malaysia based on Madam Shapova's age and health status. So now, let's highlight some important information. 36 years old, non-smoker. And then, the policy amount that she wants to buy for life insurance is 250,000 and she wants to add on a critical illness policy. So that's another thing that we need to be careful. Okay. And then for her critical illness policy, the coverage is actually 30% of the basic face value and the premium rate is 1 ringgit 77 cent per 1,000. So this is how are we going to solve it. Before that, please refer back to the table again. 36 female, non-smoker. So this is the rate for Madam Shapova. So from the table, the premium rate is 1 ringgit 50 cent. The total coverage for critical illness. So now we are calculating for her critical illness policy first, because in this question it states that her critical illness policy is 30% from the insurance policy that she wants to buy. So we just use 30 over 100, which is 30% of 250,000 ringgit Malaysia. So we will find out that there is a the critical illness insurance is 75,000. So Madam Shapoval's annual premium. So the basic premium is 250,000 over 1,000 times 1 ringgit 50 cent. This is the her basic premium, and then we need to add on the critical illness policy. So the critical illness policy, the total amount that he wants to buy is 75,000 over 1,000 multiply 1 ringgit 77 cent. That's the rate, okay, that she needs to pay. So you sum up for both premiums, the basic premium and also the additional premium for critical illness, you will get 507 and ringgit 507 ringgit and 75 cent. Okay, so this is the total payments that Madam Shapoval need to pay to insurance company every year. Let's try this question together. So the first situations, based on the annual premium for a 29 years old man who smokes and a 29 years old man who does not smoke. So the first question, let's calculate the annual premium for someone who smokes and someone who does not smoke. So 29 years old and smoker, what is his annual premium? So the annual premium will be equals to Rm 120,000 ringgit Malaysia over 1,000 ringgit Malaysia multiply with the rate. 29 years old, a man who smoked, so this is the rate. Rm 2 ringgit 75 cent. So the annual premium for him is 330 ringgit. Well, for another man who is also 29 years old, non-smoker. So 29 years old, non-smoker, the rate, this is the rate. This is the rate. So the rate is 2 ringgit and 12 cent. So the annual premiums is equals to 120,000 over 1,000 multiply with Rm 2 ringgit and 12 cent. So the annual premium for this man is Rm 200 ringgit 254 ringgit and 40 cent. So you can see the difference in their annual premium. So now let's look at question B. Okay, let me write down for A, and now let's look at question B, and I'm going to change the colors to purple color for question B. Calculate the annual premium for a 30 years old woman who smokes and a 30 years old woman who does not smoke. So it's also same like what we did in question A. Let's try 30 years old who smoke. So 30 years old who smoke, 1 ringgit 49 cents. So the 30 years old smoker the annual premiums is equals to, again, the total insurance that they want to buy is 120,000 ringgit Malaysia. So now the rates that she needs to pay is 1 ringgit 46 cent. So the annual premiums that she needs to pay is RM 175 ringgit and 20 cent. Well, let's look at another person. Another person is 30 years old and then a non-smoker. So the rate that she needs to pay will be slightly lower compared to the one with who is smoker. So by using the same way of calculation, the annual premiums is equals to RM 120,000 over 1,000 multiply with the rate that she needs to pay, which is 1 ringgit 23 cent. Alright. So the total annual premiums that she needs to pay is RM 147 ringgit and 60 cent. Yes. So now you managed to solve these questions. Okay, so for the next part, we are going to look at how to calculate a premium for motor insurance. So from our previous lesson, we know that there are different types of motor insurance, like ACT policy, which only cover the minimum requirement, and also the third-party policy, comprehensive policy, third-party fire and theft policy. So there are four types of motor insurance, but so comprehensive policy is where it covers almost everything. Yeah, and then if you want to know more, you can refer back to the video in parts 2. Alright, and then if you want to calculate the premium rates for the third-party fire and theft policy, you can take the rates. You can take the rates from comprehensive policy and then multiply with 75%. Okay. This is the table that we use for us to calculate the premiums for motor insurance. So from here, this table, you can see that the rate for different engine capacity, okay, the premiums rate will be different, and also the premium rate will be different if it's in Peninsula Malaysia and also Sabah Sarawak. It will be some differences. Alright, so when we want to calculate the premium for the motor insurance, you can refer back to this table. And then the formula to calculate the basic premium for the comprehensive policy. So when we are talking about comprehensive policy, okay, now I'm talking about the comprehensive policy. So for Peninsula Malaysia, the basic premiums, the rate for the first 1,000, and then for the every subsequent 1,000, just need to just need to add on 26 ringgit for each 1,000. However, for Sabah and Sarawak, the basic premiums for the first 1,000, you can follow the table, and then for every subsequent 1,000, need to add on 20 ringgit and 30 cent. So now I'm going to show you how to calculate a premium for motor insurance. So the example, Encik Ramli owns and uses a Proton Azora in Peninsula Malaysia. So the informations as follow. The sum insures 60,000, age of the vehicle 5 years, engine capacity 1600 cc, and the non-claim discount, which is NCD 25%. And the car is in Peninsula, Malaysia. So the question asks us to calculate the gross premium for Encik Ramli's car under the comprehensive policy, the third party fire and theft policy, and the third party policy. So now this is the table that we need to refer to. So Encik Ramli's car, the engine is 1600 cc. So we can refer to this column. And under comprehensive policy, this is the amount that he needs to pay. So for the first 1000, he needs to pay 305 ringgit 50 cent. And then for every subsequent 1000, he needs to pay 26 ringgit. So we use 26 ringgit multiply 59 because it calculates based on 1000, subsequent 1000. So 59,000, which means have 59 units. So 1000 as 1 unit. And the total amounts that he needs to pay is 1534 ringgit. And then now the basic premiums that he's supposed to pay is 1839 ringgit and 50 cent. However, with the discount of 25%, so the discount that he got is 459 ringgit 88 cent. So this 25% is based on the basic premium. Okay, so at the end, the gross premiums that Encik Ramli need to pay is 1379 ringgit and 62 cent. Okay, so for the next one is third party fire and theft policy. So for this one, yeah, just remember that for this policy, it is actually 75% of the basic premiums of comprehensive policy. So to find the basic premium of the third party fire and theft policy, you just use 75% multiply with 1839 ringgit and 50 cent, then you will get the basic premium, okay, for this policy. And then Encik Ramli entitled for 25% discount for NCD. So now after minus 1379 ringgit 63 cent with the 25% NCD. So this is the amount that Mr. Encik Ramli need to pay. Okay, so if Encik Ramli purchased only third party policy, if let's say he purchased third party policy, so the rate that he needs to pay is 135 ringgit. And then the NCD is 25%. So you can directly minus the 25%. And this 25% also based on the basic premium for this policy. And the gross premium that he needs to pay if he only purchase third party policy, he only needs to pay 101 ringgit and 35 cent. So for third party policy, it is way lower compared to the previous two policies that we mentioned above, because the third party policy, the coverage is very limited. So if you want to know more about this, you can refer to the previous video. Okay, so I hope this video is helpful for you. So if you have any questions, you can leave your comments under these videos, and I'll try my best to answer. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.